welcome back to our special COVID-19 Made in China. I want to go right to a man leading the charge, and I'm grateful for that, Congressman Dan Crenshaw. Congressman, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Glad you're here. So the first person who sent me anything about COVID was back like in February. He was a SEAL, actually. And I totally dismissed it. And I was like, whatever. I think I literally said they don't have toilet paper. They don't use toilet paper in China. And I was like, I was dismissing them as like a third world country, and this is a third world thing. And it was a Tom Cotton, committee hearing. Yeah. I say that because I saw you with the senator the other day, speaking as a team, and I'm grateful for that. When did this first come on your radar? When did you first start to take COVID seriously? And when did you first start to team up with Tom Cotton?
Well, Tom Cotton and I teamed up on a piece of legislation pretty recently, and that piece of legislation basically allows Americans to use our court system to sue China and get a hold of their assets and for damages done because of COVID-19 cover-ups. So pretty simple, because right now our law prevents you from suing another country. You can't just do that. So this would be a narrow, limited way to do that and exert some justice on the Chinese government. I probably started taking it seriously when everybody else did. You know, this is the point I've been making against the media and their new narrative that Trump denied this for a long time. So did they. So did everybody. There wasn't actually great reason to think that we should be panicking about this back in February. Again, I don't blame Nancy Pelosi for telling people to go enjoy Chinatown back in February, or Bill de Blasio. I don't blame them for that. I just want to point out their hypocrisy when they say things like that. That's all. Tom Cotton is one of the few people who was truly worried about this back in February. And, the question is always, though, what would we have done about it back then? We didn't really have any cases. Even by March 3rd, we only had 102 known cases in the U.S. So, but he is one of those people who saw it coming. He's always had a serious acumen for what's going on for national security purposes.
Well, I'm grateful you guys have teamed up. What would your legislation look like in practice? I remember I read something the other day about Missouri, like the Attorney General of Missouri or something wanting to. So like, how could a state sue a country? Would a person sue a country? And what are the chances of anything coming out of that? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, it remains to be seen. It probably looks like a class action lawsuit is the most likely event. It would be adjudicated to a few select courts, federal courts that are used to huge caseloads. And it would probably look a lot like a class action lawsuit. And we don't expect anybody to get a check from the president of China. That's probably not going to happen. But the Chinese do have a lot of state-owned assets because, remember, most of the companies that invest are state-owned companies. So there is a line of reasoning that would say you could prove bad intent and you could confiscate assets accordingly and exert some justice that way.
Slater Crusaders, thanks for watching the first on YouTube. If you want more, like, subscribe. We got plenty.